TV live, everybody. I think I got it now. Comment in the comment section. Let me hear how I sound. Tell me how I sound. Tell me how I look. If you can see me, if you can hear me clearly, let me know. Comment in the comment section. Let me hear how I sound. Tell me how I sound. Tell me how I look. If you can see me. All right. Walk on, everybody. All right. Where's me look great? All right. No sound. No sound. No sound. All right, Monique. Thank you. You see me, you hear me, you see me, you hear me. I need 10 more people to say you see me and you hear me clearly. Brings over there so I watch white people have sex. What go on? You see me, you hear me, you see me, you hear me. Everything up. All right. All right, what we come to talk about today? Where should I start? Everything up, everything up. Damian Winch in the building. Darren Brennan, 305 in the building. Miami in the house. Steve Lindo, I dropped. I look at drop me to make. Hey, funeral shooting. Funeral shooting. I think the funeral shooting happened a while back though. Unless there's another one. Oh, I talked about Canada. How Canada has joined the UK and the US in issuing travel bans. Yeah, we could talk about that. No, I'm not moving to Patreon, you know. Hear what? Yo, people, first of all, I'm gonna start out on a light note. So everybody know Facebook Hero, right? So I'm coming home recently, you know, just a few hours ago. I miss a Facebook Hero. He wasn't crying, but I begged him girl to come back home. Right? And I thought it was very funny watching the video. Cause you know the thing go already. Miami Gardens in the building, Mike Garden up. Big up yourself, Clive Bernard. All right, seeing me and hearing me clearly. Monique Mindful, good evening. Big up yourself, you're not late. Rupert Randall, Antigua and Barbuda in the house. Yes, and some people said we should start talking about what? Funeral shooting. What happened there? Wait, what I want to say? 3 people confirmed killed and 7 hospitalized after gunman shoot up a funeral in Quarry, St. James. When did this happen? Slim Viper Music. When this happened? J Abstract, London, UK, in the place. When did this happen? The shoot up the funeral thing. Because one recently happened, you know. And we were talking about that too, and we are saying, you see them gone funeral, right? You see them gone close to the airport, right? What you think's coming next? I don't want nobody tell me about SouFLo. You're a prophet in a dog. I'm not no prophet. We can actually see what's about to happen next. What do you think is coming next? Where do you think they're going to be shooting up next? Where do you think them are go for people to shoot them next? St. Vincent in the house. Jacinta Walker, welcome. Yeah, that's what I hear, Anne-Marie. They just did another funeral shooting. 3 people, what I'm saying, 3 people injured. I don't want to say 3 people confirmed killed and 7 hospitalized. I haven't verified it yet. Somebody just said it on the live right here. Somebody said anywhere they please. Honey girl. Hey, honey girl. Honey girl said police station and church. Yep. Police station, church, hospital. Them there. And inside of the airport next. Watch and see. Yeah. Inside of the all-inclusive next. You see how this is the one that's gonna strike Jamaica bad. So they're panicking, right? Because it happened close to the airport. Because the tourists coming through the airport, right? All this time, people getting killed on the ground everywhere else. No big panic. So now them secure the airport route, and they think the all-inclusive is secured, right? So they're issuing warnings from Canada. Canada just joined the UK and the US in telling their citizens, be careful when you get to Jamaica. Stay in the confines of your hotels, of your all-inclusive. Only go out on planned excursions that are monitored by so-and-so. All right. Watch what happens next. It's going to be in certain places, but mainly it's going to go down inside of one of those all-inclusive. Then what are they going to be telling their people? That you're not even safe inside of the all-inclusive? So how about you just take Jamaica off your travel list? And do you think that's going to hurt Jamaica big time? I saw. It's going down, man. It's going down. The main one I wanted to talk about, though, when somebody said, come give me today, them say a family in St. Thomas. A family in St. Thomas got, all of them got killed. The man, the woman, and the 6-year-old child. All 3 of them were found by their son with their throats slashed. Right? That's today's news. Now, big people getting killed, yeah, they're mixed up in our things and all these things, right? And that seems what everybody has to say, or a lot of people, not everybody has to say. But a 6-year-old, you slash the 6-year-old throat, bust the picnic throat like goat. Different breed of killers. Different breed of people. Yep. Tamayo 1980 says they should leave the tourists alone. It's their politicians and their neighbors that are the problems. Yes. But the politicians are well protected. The politicians are well protected. So you can leave them out of it. Big Heart says all-inclusives are not as secure as people think. Well, that theory will be tested soon. Soon we will find out if they are as secure as people think. The US, UK, and Canada government seems to think that they are because they haven't told their citizens, don't go yet. They've only been telling them, be careful when you go and stay in the confines of. So once it starts happening in there, that's the last straw. That's the last straw. Think about it. Brooklyn in this bitch. Kern Castro, big up, welcome. Hello from Orlando, Florida. Ingrid Tater, big up, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Simon Goodley. Wagwan family. Hip strip is not very secure. We know that. They're not even telling them to go to the hip strip anymore. They're telling them to stay inside of the all-inclusive. Now, what kind of trip to Jamaica is this? You leave Jamaica, right? I mean, say you leave the US with a plane full of Americans to go on vacation in Jamaica, to stay locked up in an all-inclusive resort with a plane full of Americans. And the only Jamaicans you actually come across are the people that serve you. The people that bring you breakfast in your room when you call room service, the people that make up your bed, the people that clean the pool, the people that serve you at the bar or the restaurant, the people that clean up around the place after you. And these are the only Jamaicans you meet. You can't say you have been to authentic Jamaica. You went to lock up in an all-inclusive. You will never truly get the Jamaican experience. So even the tourists, after a while, will start to figure out that, shit, I'm being robbed. I'd rather go to some island where I can venture out and actually see the island. All the stuff that I saw on the internet that I wanted to see in Jamaica, it's too scary for me to go out to see it. That's what's going to happen eventually. People will get tired of the all-inclusive lifestyle. It's coming. It's coming. Hate to say it, but it's coming. Yes, banks new money. Every day you see it on the news in Canada, and they're emphasizing very much on it, right? Do you know that it's crazy that there are people that are actually telling me that I'm the one that's making Jamaica look bad? SouFLoTV, every day you get up and talk about these things that are happening in Jamaica. You're actually making Jamaica look bad. Right. Not the things that are happening in Jamaica is actually making Jamaica look bad. I'm making it look bad. Yolanda, you got to work with what I got. You got to work with what I got. I can't make it any better. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. A lot of cows and horses out here. And that's what it is. The connection is messed up. That type of message for those who don't know. Check it. Yep. Very sad. I was typing something for. I wanted to go on the all-inclusive and stay regular in Jamaica. Just never had the experience from that end. Nia Johnson, you never had the experience from which end? Exactly, Anne-Marie Wilson. Exactly. What? I don't know. Some people don't see it that way. Yep. A lot of these young kids actually glorifying, it's like, who can be the coldest? No, man, the cold man. I call him, slap him, I shot him in the back of my head, point blank, straight up. Annette Wilson, love you too, one love. I shot him in the back of my head. And next youth are gonna say, cooler than that, man, the box all the baby throat. It's like they're glorifying it. But you know, I was watching this thing about the drugs, not drug trade in Jamaica, but the use of drugs in Jamaica and the rise of all these other kinds of drugs over the past couple of years, within the past 5 years. And it has to be that a lot of these youths, them not smoke no ganja no more. A lot of people was trying to stop the youth from smoking ganja, right? But what happened to a 6-year-old? Ronaldo, the 6-year-old, get the slash the 6-year-old throat. They cut the 6-year-old throat along with the mother and the father of the 6-year-old. So it's not like they killed the mother and the father for what they're involved in, but leave the child or left the child. They killed the mom and the dad by slashing their throat, and they also did so to the 6-year-old. So using that as a segue, I'm saying that they're getting way more callous. If you look at the kinds of murders that are happening, when that happened yesterday or last night. Last night it released on news this morning. Yeah, weed. I know weed. No more. Right now, they probably use the weed just to mix it with whatever else strong stuff they're using. And it's causing them to be on a whole different level of meditation. Right? So squeezing the trigger is not even enough anymore. Them gone beyond that. Man, like they feeling for blood now and they want to feel it run upon them hand and all these things. I don't know. It just seemed crazy as hell to me. Like, you slash a 6-year-old throat, like, what that? What that for? I don't think the mother and the father was involved with anything. I think that's a typical saying of people. Because every time I do one of these videos, somebody come back and say, SouFLoTV, you always are trying to make Jamaica look bad. But what you must understand is these mother and father, them involved in things that people don't know. So I start the conversation out by saying that is what they're going to say. So if that's what they're going to say, how about then if you have to kill 2 people, then kill the adults? But we've gone way beyond that. We're at the point now where we're actually trying, we are slash picnic throat. That's where that comes from. I'm not saying they're involved in anything. I'm arguing from a standpoint of what other people would say as an excuse. They're out to kill all their fellow Jamaicans to make sure that the Chinaman them take over. Yeah, man. It's not drugs, them don't have no conscience. No. Once we start to just say they don't have any conscience, we become just like the white people that demonize our people on foreign television. Let me tell you, anytime white people do anything like crazy like this right here, right? Them have one big thick book that they pull out of all the psychological issues that could be going on, right? We cannot sit by and just say, oh, them just have no conscience. What we're saying then is that our people are born savages. It is in our DNA naturally to be savages. To look at a 6-year-old and just slash a throat. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. We're the most loving people on the planet. Once we are poisoned, be it psychologically, be it through drug inducement, be it through vaccination, be it through the food supply, be it through the drinks. Once we're poisoned, then we become demons and start doing shit that demons do, like that. Big up yourself, Rex T. Welcome. So don't make no excuse and talk about, oh, it's not drugs. Are drugs and more than drugs. Are drugs, are vaccination, are food, imported, all these things playing a role. No demon around here. Jamaica full of a demon. When you look at a 6-year-old and slice that throat, you're a demon. Yep. Now we talking. Oh, my brother, Ya Ankh, Ra Akan, welcome. Talk to the people, man. Let them hear what I have to say, because you have a very good insight, right? We can't teach them, so kill them. White folks need them vacation paradise. It have to stop. No, there are many other islands and places that white folks can go and have a joyous time. Here, just remember that there is something in Jamaica that somebody wants very badly for themselves. I don't understand how it's only black people being killed on the island. We have so many non-blacks on the island, but they are not being killed. Don't you think there's something strange? All right. And this is how I love when my audience talks back, right? When we conversate, when we converse with each other. You hear that? Ingrid Tater just asked a very important question, right? SouFlo, I don't understand. Why is only black people being killed on the island? So many non-blacks on the island, and none of them being killed. Don't you think there's something strange? Bobsy, why you come on with my haircut now, girl? Welcome and big up yourself. So check it. They've killed a couple of non-blacks on the island recently, but to the proportion that blacks are being killed or killing themselves or killing each other, very disproportionate. Yep, Trinidad is dealing with a lot of these murders, upsurge in murders as well. Population control. Could be a class thing. Could be a class thing, but it's more than that. Somebody said, why did the FBI set up shop in Jamaica? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Talk in the comment section and I'll see if I agree or disagree with you. I not say too much enough. I still say a lot, but I'm still not saying too much. You are asking some very valid questions, though. You're on the right track, and you're on the right train. It's only blacks because all the light-skinned people live uptown and already have a lot going on for them. You're almost there. Almost there. Yep. O'Neill Robinson said, you never know, it can be that the politicians that set up the whole thing, because I can't understand how the shooting happened close to the airport and then suddenly a state of emergency. Black people too bad mind to themselves. That's true. We have no unity, man. We have no unity. We have no love amongst each other. I keep saying that and people keep brushing it off. It's that serious. We don't have no unity. We don't have no love amongst each other. We worship other people too much and their creations. We don't worship each other the same. We don't support each other the same. We don't look at each other and see God or God-like anything in each other. So it's easy for us to malice each other. It's easy for us to hate each other to the point of even plotting and wanting to kill and actually bringing out the act of killing each other. We're afraid to do it to anybody else, though. Poor people will kill poor people 90% of the time. Yeah, why you think? Why you think? The gun has replaced the whip. Very true. We are lovers of the others and not of ourselves. Very true. Very true. We're quick to forgive. Somebody said to me the other day, because I was saying, yo, if we really supported each other, we would buy more from our own, right? The first thing people say is, yeah, but I want always have a bad attitude. Them not no customer service, and I want to be treated good where I go spend my money at. And I thought about it for a while, and I was like, you know, that's very true. That's very true. But check it. We all under the same spell. Your brother and your sisters are going through the same shit you've been going through, or the same shit, the same programming that you've been under. They're under it too. So how about this? When you go support a black business, right, or a Jamaican business, then when you go support your people, how about you say to them, you know, your attitude is very nasty and not becoming, because honestly, all these people in here could be spending their money somewhere else. I think you should have some gratitude that we're spending our money here. At least give our service with a smile. Try it. Don't be quick to just say, I'll cuss you out anyway. Say it and make them cuss you out. But at least they'll leave, you will leave something in their consciousness. And they might not do it to the next person after you. Right? Pride might make them cuss you out. But I'll guarantee you after you leave, they'll be thinking about it. Now, we'll go to Mr. Chin place, we'll go to all the white people place and everybody else place, and they treat us stinking, dirty, and nasty, and they look at us funny if we walk around their store too long without buying anything and all this. But guess what? We know all this. We go home and we talk about it. We spend our money there anyways. We go right back there again. But if it's our black people that do it, we're not going to go back to that place there again. Because they have no manners. They don't know how to treat each other. That's what I mean when I say we're so forgiving of others. We're so quick to forgive other people, but we can't forgive our own though. We hold malice longer against our own. We're conditioned that way. We're conditioned that way. And very few of us can actually break out of it. I don't know what's going on with the audio. I don't know how it sounds. What you can do is you can talk amongst each other in the meantime, because there are a lot of people here that are saying a lot of good stuff. How do I, Leroy and Powell says, how do I propose that we fix this corruption? I have a video that I'm gonna upload tomorrow, because I want to do it in a format where you can hear everything that is being said. All right. See that? Somebody is saying it. Yo, SouFLo, funeral shoot up today in Mumbai, in the middle of this state of emergency. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? I'm going to release a video tomorrow on the channel where I'll talk about, if I was prime minister, exactly what I would do. And I'm going to lay out my whole plan for you. Right? So you don't have to ask that question again. Yeah. The audio is breaking up, I know. Can't really do anything about it. All right. No, I'm not talking. The attitude that we are hopeless is defeatism. It won't get better unless the citizens are willing to be proactive. The government alone cannot change things. That's a fact. That's a fact. Somebody actually said to me yesterday, like, okay, we keep blaming government. We are saying prime minister not doing job, police not doing them job, bring out the soldier them probably corrupted too. Politics. What about the people? Are the people not to be blamed as well? A lot of the people know who is doing what, but they're not saying anything, right? Or they're protecting killers, or they're benefiting from the spoils of the murderers and the robbers and the rapists and the people that's just frigging up the whole society of Jamaica then. They are to be blamed too. They are to be blamed too. Jamaica News Network, welcome. You just have browse our similar channel. All right, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Chinaman act like they own the people, you know, and we need to get off of that. We need to actually stop doing that self-pity stuff. People are gonna come and act like them own we, and they own all that we own or all that belongs to us, as long as we are divided people. Remember that. As long as we're divided people, we give others the power to come in and run the show how they want to run the show. And we will just have to sit back and watch how somebody else controls our destiny. That's what's going to happen to us. That's what's happening, not going to happen. So the only Jamaican them that's probably going to make it are the ones that make it into the upper echelons, are the ones that will run well left Jamaica eventually. The problem is way bigger than we think, man. The problem is that a lot of us are so short-sighted. We think about our life and life for ourselves. When in the grand scheme of things, a lifespan is so short. Ask anybody who live to be old, and they'll tell you, damn, it went by quick. Me would want to live it all over again. But instead, I'm preparing for death. I'm talking about elders, right? Everybody think they have forever to live. And we don't think about the next generation that's coming up and how we're going to make it better for them. Those other people do. They sure as hell make all kinds of investments to put their other generation or their future generation ahead of us. So their future generation will always be cracking the whip, and we will always be the ones receiving the blows. SouFLo, yes, the people have to do with this. They vote for these people, politicians, that we get the bad end of the stick because they're greedy for money, so they not care for the people. Yeah, the people have to be blamed because they are, it's more than that, they just vote for these people. But that has a big thing to do with it as well. Most Jamaicans are affiliated with a political party die-heartedly. Them no switch. I show what I said. From the cradle to the grave. That kind of mentality. Me a JLP, my mother did a JLP, my grandmother did a JLP, me I say JLP till them bury me. That kind of mentality, and no matter what JLP does or PNP, they're staying with that party. So what you find is them choose party over the betterment of the country, the future. And they give these politicians a pass to frig up the place. None of these politicians are held accountable. They prefer to come on social media and curse out people like me that are pointing a finger to actually who is supposed to be blamed. But instead of blaming the right people, holding their feet to the fire and making them do what they were elected to do, them rather say, SouFLoTV and make Jamaica look bad. Every day I get up and talk about Jamaica bad. They don't go ask their politician, go march in front of his house or ask him, protest on his block, his street, make him feel them pain. He's good where he lives. They don't go ask him why certain things are taking place. Yo, it's like you have the peasants and then you have the royals, right? And the royals sit up on the hill and they watch the peasants and them throw down a slice of bread every now and then and watch everybody fight for it. It's the same thing in Jamaica. It's like the royals speak to the peasants when they please. That's the kind of government that we have. And the peasants are not allowed to question the royals, even though all the actions of the royals affect the peasants negatively. They're not allowed to ask anything. And if you ask too loudly or say something, then you have one bag of hunger monger and jump on you on behalf of the royals. Because they're getting that extra slice of bread to share amongst them. Junior Bull, it's gone way past that. Yes, because we don't like to hear about Jamaica. Okay. But nobody cares what you like to hear. Nobody cares what these people like to hear. Because it ain't about what you like to hear. Whether you like to hear it or not, it's happening. It's real. Little girl picnic get raped. 6-year-old get them throats slashed. Oh, we don't like to hear it. What are we supposed to do? Cock our ears, shut our mouth, act like it's not happening until they kill off, rape off, or slash off another 1,616 of the youth them throat. Then we'll get up and say, okay, enough is enough now. Come on, man. We have to move past sensitive people and who don't like to hear. Because whether you like to hear or not, that's your reality. And you have to go fix that. And if we don't face it, we can't fix it. We have to face it. We have to admit that it's wrong, that something is going on that needs to be fixed. Before we can actually, and then we have to talk about it. That's the course of action. So Flo, you know, see this morning, my work close by where them killed the 6-year-old at St. Thomas, Trinityville. What's wrong with these people? Javon Brown, I cannot tell you what's wrong with these people, boy. They're on some different meds. What Bobsy said, this med's too deep for them, so Flo. The thing is, we can see this from the outside, like how sometimes people in a bad relationship can't see it when they're in it. We can see it clearly. Facts. And I spoke about that today. Today, me and Brains are right round, and that's exactly what we were talking about. Like, you have a clear bird's eye view from the outside, right? This whole thing that's developing about the people them overseas, I throw shade at the people them in Jamaica. One of them tell me that I have no love for Jamaica because I call them stupid and I call them dumb. I've never done that. Because common sense tells you that, come on, man, I think I've given you enough intelligent reasoning for you to come to this channel and know that I'm not one to say everybody in any country is stupid. There are stupid people everywhere. There are intelligent people everywhere through all walks of life. All right? So boil the whole conversation down to this. Those of us who left Jamaica, we're able now to look from the outside in and say, oh shit, a data gone. Damn, it really look bad. But when you're in it and you're forced to live in it on a day-to-day basis, it becomes your norm. So after a while, you don't see it that bad. So what they need to do is probably listen, really listen to what we're saying. We didn't give up on Jamaica. I'm one of them that have always said that. I've always maintained that. I can't give up on my place. You can't just give up on Jamaica. We don't own foreign. Them can kick we out at any time. Those of us who are smart, where they make a way. I stash up a little something for rainy days. And trying to make something better off. But our ultimate plan is to return to where we're from. So we're not throwing any shade at anybody. We just talk realness. So we need to get past the people that have them little feelings hurt because they don't want to hear what's going on, or they don't want to hear us saying it. Well, if we don't say it, who's going to say it then? Because nobody else ain't saying it. Them sit up there, worship the politician them, and the politician them just crucify the people. Who else is going to say it? We want to see action. We're done with the long talking and the pretty suit them. We want to see action, and we want to see action that actually works. Don't roll out the whole army, brethren, and then a month later the army disappear and the place back to killing again. And at the end of the year, we're topping the numbers of killings that happened the previous year before. We want to see some well thought out, this divisive action that yields long-term results for the betterment of the entire country. That's what we want to see. And they can do it. That's the sad part. The sad part is they can do it. You talk about good role models, man. We need all that. Yes. Yes, we need all that. We need to know why so many guns are in Jamaica. That's what we need to know. High-power rifles with scope on them, and we need to know why these things are there. Yes, house nigga feel nigga syndrome still happening. Inequality they choose instead of righteousness. We need a master plan quick and fast. James Smith, who makes the guns, that's a start. But who is buying the guns from those who make the guns? And who is responsible for them not being able to come in, but have them coming in anyways? See, we have to go deeper than just who makes the guns. We have to find out who is responsible for them not being able to come in and hold them accountable. Why are they still coming in? It's your job to secure certain borders, right? Why are they still coming in? Why so much of them they're here? The government knows what they're doing. They always try to hide the truth from the people. Isn't that the truth? James Smith says SouFLo them no love way. That's a fact. They don't. They don't. They don't love us and we don't love ourselves. Isn't that sad? It's all a suicide mission. Them no love way and we no love with self. Listen, there's no damn way that you are black and you sitting up there worshiping a white God and talk about you love yourself. Let me start with that. We don't love ourselves, so why should they love us? They can look at us and tell that we don't love ourselves. That's why we're easily conquered. Yeah, we got to go away from the what we've been taught. We got to get away from the what we've been taught. We've been blaming that for too long. All right, so somebody asked me about what happened to the big shipment of gun them when it come in. What was going to happen about it? Remember I told you that? Because there's nothing that's going to happen about it. Ain't nobody going to get held for that. Nobody is going to get caught for that. Enough more coming in the same way. Now, ask yourself this. In a time like 2018, where you have x-rays, x-ray machine that look through people's house, you telling me that big guns like that, bigger than what the military have, is coming into the country through where? And you catch them at airport in a plastic barrel? Yeah, man. And I'm supposed to believe all that. And that's the way they coming in? Please. The problem is majority of the people are asleep. Anne-Marie Wilson, yes. We are easily led and we are easily sold, bought and sold. Very true. Iceberg, heard about that shooting that went down in broad daylight. Are you talking about the funeral shooting? Because a lot of people are on here saying it, so I'm guessing that's it. Yep. Enough of them choose to live under a rock until it suits them, until it hits home for them. Home meaning the mother, them father, sister, brother, close uncle, auntie, at their doorsteps. Then they want to, oh God, the world's falling apart. But again, that's because what? We don't love each other. We don't love each other, so what happens to you doesn't affect me. I can't see it affecting me until it actually affects me, happens to me. But then why you for cry for me when it happened to me? We sick. Jamaica is on the way to being a failed state with big implications. Mike O'Neill says, stop poverty and crime will stop. No. 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 Crime will never stop. Every society has crime. The big problem in Jamaica is not crime. I've said this before. People get robbed all the time. Houses get broken into all the time. Vehicles get stolen all the time. People thief people things and go sell it somewhere else all the time. That's crime. The violence and the nature of the violence that's happening in Jamaica is unprecedented. That is what I'm talking about. The act of cutting a 6-year-old throat after you kill the mother and the father. That is what I'm talking about. The act of murdering 1,616 people in 12 months by gunshot. That is what I'm talking about. That has nothing to do with poverty. Exactly. It has to do with morality. It don't have to do with poverty. There are many other countries, you know, that have more guns than Jamaica does, and easier access to more bullets, and more poverty than Jamaica has, and far less killings. far less killings. So we got to look at that. When you're going to have the Christian gang jump on you. Roots Radic said it's called menticide. Explain that to us, Roots Radic. Menticide. I'm guessing it's mental genocide. All these problems is because of the brainwashing by supremacy. No. We're past that now. We're past that now. A lot of this is just willingness to live this kind of life. Andrea Gray, right. We don't have gun factories. We don't have gun factories. No, sir. James Smith, them would have killed me. They would kill me because I'm not for their agenda. Y'all don't understand that the prime minister position is a puppet position. I've said this before. It's a puppet position. He's not running nothing. He's taking orders. I'm sure he's crying to his masters, though. Like, come on now, y'all hanging me out to dry. This look too bad now. At least let me go in and do something. It's a puppet position. Once you're willing to become prime minister, you're willing to become a puppet. Because the prime minister ain't running nothing. You know? Now if we can get back to the prime minister being just like what's his name said recently, Adams. He said, they asked him, Adams, the top cop Adams, everybody has said, bring back Renita Adams. Why you didn't run for prime minister? Renita Adams said, when the prime minister is elected by the people, then I will consider running. Isn't that to tell you? Isn't that to tell you? D1 Knockers, big up, welcome, good night. We have a long list of solutions, man. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to release a video on the channel tomorrow that says if I was Prime Minister of Jamaica. And in that video, I'm going to scale everything down for you. Jamaica was never independent. Was never independent. Hitler's greatest weapon was mind control. How? Good night, Nellie Maxwell. All right. Clyde Bernard said the Prime Minister report to the Governor General and the Governor General report to the Queen. All right. So where are the orders coming from? If that's the chain of command, where are the orders coming from then? Yeah, JB, them really take poor people for fool. But guess why? Because enough poor people are really fool. Enough poor people are really fool. Not that they were born fools, but that they choose to live like that. All right. See this? And Yamba Elafum says no one believes in God, so you can't help but have all this demonic activity. People so caught up about if God is a white fairy in the sky. People worship the creation and not the creator. That's the damn problem. Because people like Aniyambo Elefum want to skip past the fact that a lot of black people are worshiping white God. And that is one of their biggest downfalls. Because they can't see God in each other. Why do you think they don't kill white people? Because they see a likened image to their God when they look at them. It's simple. But you'll always have those that are quick to tell you it doesn't matter what color God is. You can't say people don't believe in God, because majority of Jamaicans, they might not believe in what you think God is, but their perception of a God does exist. You understand? Why blame him if he's not running anything? Because he needs to come out and tell the people the truth then. Don't just sit in the position. Reddit. Apex. Reddit is the one I was looking for. Thank you. I'm going to write that down. Don't just sit in the position. Come out and tell the people. Tell them you're not running nothing. Stop letting. Why I blame him? Because he keeps letting the people run to him for help and he's not able to help them. If I cannot help you and I genuinely love you or care for you and you run to me for help, I'm going to at least point you in a direction that you can get some real help. I'm not going to sit there and pretend, yeah man, help is coming, I got you, while you're dying like flies. That is why we blame him. And not only him, but others like him. But he's in the seat now, so I'm going to protect the heat. No, the seat comes with heat. That's why we blame him. Ingrid Tater, yes. White people kill white people, but not like we're killing each other. And we're dealing with Jamaica. We're not dealing with the world. We're dealing with Jamaica. All right? This is a Jamaican forum where we are talking about what's going on in Jamaica. So we don't want to hear about the world and white people. I kill white people all over the world. We want to hear about Jamaica and what going on in a Jamaica. That's what we're here to talk about. All right? Now, let's scale down your argument. You said white people kill white people enough, right? Tell me about the white people and that's killing enough white people in Jamaica, because in Jamaica we have a lot of white people. Are they killing anybody there? Are they killing each other there? Talk up now. Good night, Kiki Dread. Welcome. Welcome, Jamaican people say they don't have the money for their daily routine, but yes, still they find the money to buy guns and ammunition. Now you tell me where they get the money from to buy them. That's easy. That's easy. The churches in Jamaica are preaching false doctrine. And the people are waking up and realizing that. That's why I'm saying it starts there. Once the youth them realize that all their leaders have been talking caca, doo-doo, shit, there's bound to be a rebellion, and that's what you're seeing. Chinese are useless, my ass. That's what you want to think. Robert Sinclair, you can't say fuck the church, you know, because the church is very strong. They're running shit. They're running shit. What the Indians are really doing in Jamaica, they're owning land. You ever hear about Matalan? You ever hear about the Randalls? They might own land, they might own car dealership, they might own small credit unions and banks. That's what they're doing. They're owning institutions. Yes, rock on. You see how Mr. Vegas run over there quick. Go beg apology from Miss Chin. Oh man. Tamayo 1980, you must have watched the same documentary that I watched. Because that's exactly what was said. That's exactly what was said. The Chinese man said that black people are nothing to them. The black man is neither here nor there. The black woman is neither here nor there. They're just there. They just exist. Our beef is with the white man. That is what he said. Right? And their goal is to outdo him in every way in a few years to come. So we're not even competing. But how can we compete? We have no love, no unity. None. Which allows us to be easily divided. I keep saying it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, James Smith. You can't say move them bumbo and black is God all you want to. But if it's not translating out in real life, in real time, then all it is we just saying it. Who said black man is his worst enemy? Black man is his worst enemy. I said it. I said it. And you can call me fool all you want to, but I said it. The biggest enemy to black people right now is black people. I said it. Andrew Harris, thank you. The biggest enemy to black people right now is black people. Remember, I told you that. This isn't even a Jamaica thing. It's so sad that it came to a black Jamaicans thing. That's what it is. Because I just asked you a question before and you can't even answer it. We have, somebody just said our motto is out of many, one people. I have a different theory on that motto, but let's say, for shits and giggles, out of many, one people, right? We have Indian, we have Chinese, we have white, Syrian, black, everything, right? Every mixture. Why is it only the black people that's killing each other in Jamaica? And look at the rapid pace at which we're killing each other. And look at the savagery of how we're killing each other, how we treat each other on a day-to-day basis. This gone past a Jamaican thing. It's actually a black Jamaican thing. So yes, the biggest enemy to the black man or the black race right now is black people. We refuse to wake up. We refuse to unite. We refuse to pull our resources together. We refuse to ignore history. We refuse to take action now. It's us. Yeah, man, we are indigenous. We definitely are. Indigenous get wiped out. Remember that. We need to stop blaming other people, though. And we need to stop hating other people for seeing opportunity and taking it. What we need to do is to start seeing opportunity and taking it too. Yeah, man. I'm a mature. Half of them talk crazy and the other half of them are asleep. Right? Very few 1 and 2 actually on the ball and see what's going on. We are not from Africa. Come on, man. Why are we going there? Why are we going there? A lot of us are from Africa. A lot of us have African heritage. Stop the fucker. Okay? Excuse my language, but stop the fucker. A lot of us have African roots. And we can't deny it whether we want to or not. When the drum beats, we fucking sway just like the Africans that are in Africa and never left. You can't even get it out of you because it's in your DNA. You walking around with the damn colonial slave master's name talking about we're not Africans. A lot of us are. A lot of us have that in our DNA. Yeah, we have indigenous blood too. But don't deny your whole African heritage because you want to claim something else. You are what you are. If you're a makeup of this plus that, then that's what you are. You're not 100% of anything. You know, if y'all pay attention to this conversation, you'll notice how it goes around in a circle, a circle, a circle, with no solution, just a circle. Now we're back to saying that God is the supreme creator. And I could start this whole conversation over by saying, who is God? Or what gives one man the right to say who God is? Or define who God is to another man? Les and Lawrence, none of us are 100% anything. Apex Junior, am I looking for a solution to what? My job is to enlighten. My mission is to start conversations, spark conversations that will lead to intelligent conversation that hopefully will lead to some kind of solution for whatever issues are out there. Am I looking for a solution to what? William Horton, you said SouFLo, there is a God. Did me and you argue back and forth? Did I say there was not a God? It's your business if you want to believe that there is one. It's your business if you want to believe there is not one. That's not the basis of my conversation, though. Okay. Apex Junior says, you mentioned the conversation is going around in circles. You should probably have an aim or a goal for each conversation, seeing as I heard you use the word solution. This is not each conversation, though. This is a conversation that is broad that we're having. So it will go around in a circle. There are people that are just tuning in and catching a different part of the conversation from when it started. This is not a controlled environment. We're on the internet. It's not like we're in a room seated around a round table and this conversation started at 12 o'clock and it's going to end at 2 p.m. and everyone here is going to stay here from the beginning to the end and hear the whole thing through. We have people leaving. We have people coming back. We have people coming in the middle. We have people catching the tail end of the conversation and thinking that's the start. So you're going to have a bunch of different opinions here. That's why I said watch it go around and around in a circle. Because we've already discussed the whole God issue, the whole church issue, the whole religion issue. But someone just came in and said, but SouFLoTV, God does exist though. That's why I said watch it go around in a circle. Because I'm forced to, again, go back to what we said before about all that. See, someone is here saying the audio needs to be cleared up. When I've clearly said before, I've even typed in stuff about the audio. Kingston 2, big up yourself. I know some people say the term better late than never, but if we're not all on the same page in 2018, I just don't feel that there is hope in my lifetime for unity among us. I want to tell you, don't lose hope though, man, because a lot of wheels were set in motion and nothing came to fruition until after the lifetime of those pioneers. You know what I'm saying? So don't lose hope. Do your part within your lifetime, though. Do your part within your lifetime. Tamayo 1980 says, I would love to be the leader of Jamaica for 2 years. What would you do? My video is coming tomorrow about what I would do. Look for it in the latter part of the evening. Okay? Come on, give you something to really think about and talk about. So look for that video tomorrow on the channel. But what would you do? SouFlo, these bloggers are stupid. I like to hear you talk. But I'm sorry, I got to go now. These people make me sick. They always get off the subject at hand. Stupid people. Next time, good subject. Have a matura. Have a good one. All right. Bless up. No one hear all the stupid people them talk though, because to me, nobody is stupid. We just have a bunch of different ideas, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I love the broad platform, because we have a bunch of different ideas, and we have to learn to be tolerant of each other and to see things from many different angles. If the crime does not affect those of the upper class and their bottom line, then nothing gets done. That's a fact. That's facts. People need to watch religion sort of control. Watch who you are following. Yes, lesson, Lawrence. 2 heads are better than 1. Marcia Stewart, big up yourself. Marcia Stewart, big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Enough respect every time. SouFlo, Jamaica has what is called a bourgeoisie, a bourgeoisie government who has never had the people's interest at heart. Isn't that sad though? Isn't that sad that the people don't know that? You ever look at an election party in Jamaica? You ever seen how much people come out in them orange or them green? So if the government has never had the people's interest at heart, how the hell so much people come out to support them? It's the people. The people have to wake up and make one of them election year come by and nobody don't show up to vote. Granted, they would still assign you a prime minister because we all know now that the prime minister is not elected by the people. But make an election come by and nobody show up. Just to let them know that you mean business. Look, say to their face silently, but with action. JLP now do nothing to it. PNP now do nothing to it. So when the next election come out, everybody stay at them yard. Nobody don't go nowhere. You don't put on no green. You don't put on no orange. Everybody just put on black. I say I'm mourn, we are mourn. Or something like that. Yeah. James Smith, exactly. Next election, everybody just wear black. No green, no orange. No political party, just wear black. We're mourning. We don't want to vote. We want to mourn. It's a sad state of affairs, so we're mourning. Simple protests like that can move mountains. But guess what? Guess what? It takes unity. It takes unity that we don't have. Lesson Lawrence, make them do what them have to do. Don't go nowhere, go vote. Make the people who are put in a position to make your society a better place for you and your future generations, make them do their job. If you're not going to make them do their job, stop voting for them. It's simple. Yeah, man, it will continue to get worse, yes. It will continue to get worse until we wake up. It will continue to get worse until we decide to unite and take action as a people. It will continue to get worse until we stop allowing others to control our destiny and we take charge of our own. It will continue to get worse until we get off of the individual journey and get back to the collective. It will continue to get worse. It will. Money not save nobody. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about money. I was watching a video on Teach Them channel and said the biggest problem in Jamaica is their own citizens, which is true. Yeah, because the government officials that run the place, they are citizens, aren't they? So yeah. Did he say that? Budget will be released December 8th. That's gonna be a big thing. Hey, let's change the topic for a minute, right? Because we've been talking about this for a while. Matter of fact, I think I need to end this video and then we need to come back and talk about Buju Banton being released soon. Because that can make me feel a little bit more uplifted this evening. So I'm going to end this video right now. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'm going to go back live in about 5 minutes. But the next video is about Buju Banton being released this December coming and how our artists in the music fraternity can help to change the minds of the masses in Jamaica into a progressive, productive people. All right? All right, Tamaya, 1980. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. All right? Bless up. Walk good. We'll soon come back. We're talking about Buju. We're talking about cartel. So we're going to talk. We're going to talk. All right? We're going to end it right now, and we'll soon come back. Take a 5-minute break. Go get something to eat or drink or something. Pull up your popcorn. I don't know. Big up popcorn. So come. LaShawn Gordon. Bye. See you later. See if the argument, man, will soon come back.